Hi, everybody. Welcome back to my little corner of the internet. As you can see, we're in a different ambiance today, very green room. It's my office. I didn't want to do this in my room because my room's dirty. So until I clean it, we're in my office. Today, I wanted to talk about probably one of my top 10 least favorite humans alive, and that is James Charles. And believe it or not, because who would be surprised, James Charles is in yet another controversy. And I feel like ever since like 2019, I don't think this guy has ever kept his ass out of controversy. And today he is in another controversy. Now, buckle in. Whatever you're doing, whether you're chilling, cooking, running, I don't care if you're using this as a podcast or a video that you're actually looking at, buckle in. We have a lot to go over today because this motherfucker, he did it again. He did it again, guys. He did it again. He's in some shit. And I wanted to talk about it. I'm at my desk because I thought, because I have my computer out, I thought it would be a little better of a setup, a little bit more, comfy for me. I didn't want to be on my bed with my computer and my tablet and my camera. It's a lot going on. Let's just immediately jump into it. So, this whole controversy started because somebody DM'd James Charles. And we're going to look at all the videos. Don't worry. I just want to give you a little bit of context. This whole controversy started because somebody DM'd James Charles. If you guys don't know, Spirit Airlines has recently gone out of business. They filed for bankruptcy and closed down, leaving, I think, around 17,000 people unemployed, which is insane. And my heart and empathy goes out to them incredibly. This one woman took a chance and messaged James Charles, I think on Instagram, or like DM'd him asking for money. Not like necessarily like, hey, give me money, but she explained her situation and she was like, if you have any money to help, here's the GoFundMe link. He made a response video to that, losing his shit, and it has circulated the internet. I would honestly be surprised if you guys hadn't seen this video by now. It is everywhere, and I really wanted to delve into it. I wanted to talk about it. I wanted to add my own thoughts because boy do I have a lot. I have kept up with every single James Charles saga since his whole shit with Tati Westbrook. um, I literally don't know how this man has any followers left. He's a fucking creep. He's a weirdo. He's a narcissist, and I think he needs to be wiped off the internet. But before I get too angry, because I will get angry, let's watch this video. Let's see what the fuck is wrong with James Charles now. There's always something wrong with him. I have my computer here. You guys will see this up on the screen. Let's do this. It's a little bit of a longer video, so I am going to be pausing it frequently to kind of talk about it because I think all of his videos are like at least 2 minutes long. His last apology video is like 5 minutes long. So I will pause. Sometimes I might not even show the whole video because he just says he talks in fucking circles. That's all. So let's just start with the first video.
I just got a DM on here from a girl that said, "Good morning, James. I know you'll probably never see this, but if you could just take 1 minute to read it, would really mean a lot to me. I'm really struggling right now because Spirit Airlines just filed for bankruptcy and I have lost my job. Here's a GoFundMe link. Any donations help." I'm sure they do, sweetheart. I'm sure they do. You know what else would help you? Getting another job.
Go fuck yourself. Sorry, let's watch the rest.
Yeah, try that. Because in the time that it took you to copy and paste the same fuck ass message to myself, who you don't follow, by the way, and probably 100 other influencers and celebrities, you could have applied for 100 other jobs, but you didn't because you're a lazy piece of shit.
Not true. Jobs, I don't know what fucking jobs James Charles is applying to, and I'll tell you, he's applying to fucking none because I don't think James Charles has ever had to hand in a job application to a real job. Jobs do not on any fucking planet that a human lives on take 5 seconds to apply to. Absolutely not. Jobs on average take about 20 minutes, if not more, to apply to. If you guys are in the job market trying to get a job or, have been in the job market recently, you would understand how fucking hard it is to find a job. Not only are job applications asking for your entire identity and your birth certificate signed by Abraham Lincoln himself, but they're also asking for way, way, way more credentials than they are willing to pay for. Him, so pissed off already. Him calling this poor woman who lost her job lazy is so pathetic. So pathetic. It lacks so much humanity. It lacks any soul in him. And it only gets worse. We're literally 41 seconds into a 2.5 minute video. I'm already so heated because off the bat, he just has such a lack of humility, such a lack of understanding for human empathy. And I can't fucking stand him, but let's continue this.
And you're entitled. And you think that influencers and celebrities should fund your life for you. Why would I ever help you? You're not a fan. You don't even follow me. You've never supported me. This is your first time DMing. And you think that I'm gonna send you money because you lost your job? Oh,
Guys, just in, you need to be a fan of James Charles for him to send you money. And if you're not a fan, if you haven't tried that, try being a minor. That might also help. This is so beyond fucking ridiculous. You're not a fan, you haven't supported me, and you think you deserve money. People do not need to give you something in exchange for basic human empathy. I literally don't know where we constructed this idea that people need to give you something first in exchange for you to have basic human empathy for them. That is so beyond pathetic and literally not even a full minute into this video. I'm so fucking pissed off. Ever since this video started circulating the internet, I was just so pissed off right off the bat. I'm like, this narcissistic ass motherfucker is back on the internet doing some shit. And I'm gonna try keeping my mouth shut to get through as much of this video as possible before we finally comment on it.
my God, welcome to the real world, sweetheart. People lose their jobs every fucking day,
Like you
and
would
you're
know.
white, pretty, and able bodied. You're in a much better position than a lot of other people out here
White, pretty, and able bodied. He really thought that was gonna do fucking numbers on the internet. He really thought he won some brownie points for that one.
trying clearly much harder to make a better life for themselves. Why would I fucking help you? Aside from that, 17,000 people lost their jobs at Spirit Airlines. Why do you think you need the GoFundMe? I can at least like 1% respect the mentality of closed mouths don't get fed, doesn't hurt to try. But honestly, it does hurt to try because now you pissed me off, okay? I'm not the one. Go find fucking Mr. Reese. This is literally his entire shtick. I'm sure the next YouTube video is literally gonna be like, I rehired all 17,000 of the Spirit Airlines employees and it's gonna be the real life Hunger Games. The last one of them to leave the Spirit Airlines plane gets to be the CEO of the new company and gets a house and a car and $10 million that everybody else dies. Like, go find that video to compete in, baby. I'm not helping you. I'm not fucking helping you. All you did was lost your job, okay? Welcome to the real world. I can at least understand if you were like, James, I'm a longtime fan. Here's a trillion years of DMs and my support for you. I love you. I'm suffering with a really rare genetic disease that there is no cure for, and I'm trying to raise money for myself and other people that have this. Maybe I would help. Maybe I would help because I love you and I appreciate you. This bitch, you lost your fucking job? What are we gonna do? Nothing! I'm gonna do nothing. You know what you need to do? Go find a fucking new one, girl. Put some effort into the workplace.
I'm I'm at loss. I'm so just angry. I'm at such loss for words at just such lack of basic humanity in this man. His whole idea of, okay, you just lost your job, go get a new one, shows the abundant unfathomable amount of privilege within this man. Um you just lost your job. Jobs are not just jobs. Jobs are not hobbies. Jobs are the roof over our head, the food we have on the table, the groceries we have in our fridge. Jobs are not things we do because we're bored. Jobs are how we sustain our lifestyle. James would never know this because he has never had to work a fucking actual job in his entire life. Not only did he grow up relatively wealthy, because I think there was a video that talked about him being like at least middle class. Not only did he grow up at least middle class, he had high luck getting more famous than any of us can wrap our heads around at a very young age. I think he was like 16 to 18 when it all blew up, like when he got really famous. He has gotten an insurmountable amount of wealth and fame at such a young age to the point that I don't even think he's ever had to open a Google Doc to write a resume. I don't think he has ever had to prove his skills to anybody, to a workplace, to a corporate job. James Charles will never understand how degrading it is to put everything you can do, all of your skills, all of your efforts on the table for a barely minimum wage job and still get rejected. James, a job is not just a job. A job is not just something we have for fun. It is literally our livelihood. I was jobless for 4 months before I got a job. And James Charles, I was not DMing fucking influencers. I was applying to 20 jobs a day. I applied to over like 200 jobs. I mean, like two got back to me. Two got back to me. I got hired from one. Okay. So get a new one. Don't you think people are trying? Like I'm I'm so frustrated, and this whole idea of like, oh, like if you had like a genetic brain disorder and you were a fan of me for a really long time, maybe I'd consider helping you. Yeah, because we're all sitting fucking bowing down to James Charles hoping he'll help our GoFundMe. Go fuck yourself. Go actually fuck yourself. Who the like this is despicable behavior. This is such a lack of empathy, such a lack of humanity in society. It really shows your insurmountable amount of wealth and privilege that you have that you do not even realize. I would genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, be ashamed if I was friends with or related to somebody like this. I would be so ashamed because I'd be like, why am I hanging around these people? If you think that was bad, you should hear his first apology video. He made two. You should hear his first one, where, in my opinion, he digs an even bigger hole. This is his apology video. It was just him trying to like excuse where he was coming from. And again, I don't know if I'm going to show this whole thing. I do want to show the full context. I don't want to leave out anything, but he just talks in circles. He just says the same thing over and over again. So let's check it out and let's see.
So I ended up deleting the video that I posted yesterday talking about people who send me GoFundMe links that have never followed, supported, DM me before, just begging for money. And most people were like enjoying the video, saying it was a valid point, but it definitely started causing some discourse in the comments. And a lot of people were just saying it was out of touch and insensitive. And they're right. It was definitely a harsh choice of words, maybe not my best video. And I deleted it, but of course the internet is forever. And now a lot of content creators are using like the 5-second clip in the very beginning where I'm like, you're a lazy piece of shit, get a new job, to upload their cute little think pieces being like, influencers are all so out of touch. This is so disgusting.
No, James, people are not commenting on the 5-second video where you said she was a lazy piece of shit. People are not commenting at the word choice, they're commenting at the lack of humanity, the entirety of the video and the words that you chose. I have, like, it's so beyond me to think calling somebody who has lost their job a lazy piece of shit. It is it is so not even in the think tank of the words that I would use to express somebody who has lost their income. It's not easy to find a job when 17,000 people got fired. You like do people understand how many people are 17,000? It is not easy to just fucking find a new job. 17,000 people. Most of them, maybe flight attendants, for example, with similar skills, with similar, maybe in the similar area, maybe they live in similar areas, with similar job qualifications, are now looking for jobs that don't exist, because who is going to employ 17,000 airport workers? Who? Tell me, James, what airport is in need of 17,000 workers? It's it's just beyond me. And the way that he started the video is like, well, people don't like want to get themselves out of bad situations. She literally tried to DM you asking for anything to her GoFundMe. You could have not responded. You could have, all for fucking sake, you could have donated $5 and then just like moved on with your day. But you decided to spew more hate on the internet. You decided to create more hate in an environment that is already hostile. We live in such a climate that is already so hostile and filled with hate. And you decided to add to that for not one fucking reason that benefits anybody. It's beyond me. Let's keep going.
How hard it is in the job market these days. Oh my God, give me a fucking break. I am out of touch, first and foremost. Okay, I am never going to be one of those influencers that gets online and pretends to be poor so I can come across as relatable to my audience. I think it's tacky, I think it's annoying, and I also think it's quite insulting to the audience watching, as if you guys are going to be fooled into thinking that. You've been watching me for 10 years now. It's no secret that I have been able to find success doing what I've done. It didn't start that way though. I started from literally nothing and had a dream for myself and was determined to literally do anything to make it happen. And luckily, I've been blessed to be able to do that and now call this my my full-time job. The reason I made that video yesterday though was a lot of people these days do not have the make it work mentality. They have no desire to actually put in the effort to try to fix a problem and get themselves out of a situation. They immediately result in asking for help. And don't get me wrong, I don't think there's anything wrong with asking for help.
They immediately result in asking for help. How the fuck would you know? How would you know? Maybe she went through every single possibility before she goes, "You know what? Let's just take a fucking shot in the dark. Let's just message influencers. Maybe one of them will help me." You know what I mean? They just don't have the make it work mentality. Go literally fuck yourself. I'm so mad. I hate this guy. I literally hate this guy. I look at him and I just see such an energy of pure evil. Like I literally despise this human being.
In my personal opinion, though, it should be a last resort. If you disagree, that's totally fine. That's your personal opinion. I'm not going to apologize for having mine. There's a lot of people responding back to the video being like, oh my gosh, he has no idea how hard the job market is. I've been applying for new jobs for 6 months, 1 year, 2 years now, and I've literally heard back nothing from any of the jobs. I'm sorry that that is happening to people. I know that the job market fucking sucks. I've heard so many horror stories. I can't even imagine.
I know that the job market sucks and I've heard so many horror stories. Those two like claims cannot be in the same sentence. You do not know how the job market sucks and all you have heard is the horror stories. That would have been a better sentence. You have no genuine reality how the job market sucks because ever since a teenager, ever since your career took off, you have been blessed beyond bounds that 90% of humanity can understand. You can do like I feel like James Charles is just indestructible in all the worst fucking ways. He's literally gotten exposed for talking to minors multiple times, allegedly. I have to say that to protect my own ass. Allegedly. He's been exposed for talking to minors many fucking times. I can't even say allegedly to this one. He was a fucking shit friend to Kayla Malik. He's a shit person, a weirdo, fucking weirdo. If I was a minor, I would stay fucking 30 yards away from him at all times. And he's just like he has not an ounce of humanity. I'm trying to digress because like this is making me so mad, but I cannot stand people with not an ounce, not a shred of trying to understand where other people are coming from because they have lacked struggle. They have never ever genuinely felt struggle their entire life and they make claims like this on the internet. We let James Charles do this. Don't ever think for 1 second that James Charles is doing this on his own. He does this shit because we allow it, because we as consumers on the internet allow this type of behavior and this type of bullshit. James would not be coming on here if he knew not one single fucking person would agree with him. He is coming on here expressing these opinions because he has done it so many times so that he knows and his PR team knows that he is indestructible. Guys, the devil works hard. James Charles' PR team works 10 times fucking harder. I would be exhausted if I was on this boy's PR team. Literally, I can't imagine being a PR team and then every fucking month he's just like exposed for being a shit person. Like I would quit. I would quit. I don't think I would last 3 months in his PR team, like at all.
Those are the people, in my opinion, that are totally valid in asking for help. The person that I made the video about yesterday lost their job last week at Spirit Airlines, along with 17,000 other people. And granted, I don't know this person. Maybe making a GoFundMe link was really their last resort. I just personally do not believe that to be the case because I know for a fact that they sent this same exact DM to hundreds of different influencers and celebrities. This person did not follow me. They have never DM'd me previously. They have never supported me on any social platforms. They have never purchased from Painted. This person was literally just spam copying and pasting this DM to every person that they assumed had money to offer them. And I'm sorry, just because somebody has money does not mean that you're entitled. I'm sorry if that comes across as insensitive or privileged or mean, but welcome to the real world. It's fucking hard out there. Nobody owes anybody anything. The universe will constantly remind you of that. And a little bit of effort goes a really, really long way sometimes. I stand behind what I said 10 toes down. Instead of spending an hour copying and pasting the same DM to 100 different celebrities or influencers, you could have spent the same amount of time copying and pasting a job application to hundreds of different companies. Or, hear me out, put in a little bit of effort. If you want to send the DMs, at least spend 20 seconds before you hit send, customizing it to the person that you're asking for money from, right? Hi, sister. James, I've been watching your YouTube videos since I was a teenager. You really taught me how to do makeup and have positively impacted my life every single Friday. Hey, I'm in this shitty situation. Do you think that you could help? Probably would have gone a lot further than a generic message. Or instead of copy and pasting the same job application to hundreds of different companies, send in 10 job applications to companies that you really care about and you think you could fit in with, and then customize your application and your cover letter, letting these recruiters or hiring people know that you're the best candidate for this job and why they should want you on their team. I know putting in the extra work and effort probably feels useless when you know that you're in a sea of DMs or job applicants, but trust and believe, as somebody who's now on the other side of things, the little bit of extra effort does go a very long way, and unfortunately, taking the easy route is usually never going to work. That's just my 2 cents. Just a word of advice. You can take it, you can leave it, it's all good. I just wanted to provide some more context on my video yesterday because I do not like how it's being twisted and taken out of context. It was definitely never my intention to undermine anybody who's trying to work and provide a better future for themselves, their family, and their loved ones. I just don't exactly think that that is what this person was trying to do, or at least the right way to go about doing it.
He could have literally just ignored the DM. If he knew it so in his heart that this DM was sent to 100 other influencers, he's so sure and certain of it, he could have just, whatever, ignored it, deleted the DM, moved on with his life. It's the fact that he decided to get on the internet and just spew so much hate, especially in a work climate that is so beyond hard for everybody right now, so hard to just get a job, so hard to get a job that pays the bills. Like, it's I don't, and the fact that he was just like, she's never followed me, she's never supported me, yada yada, yada, she doesn't follow me on any account, means he went to this poor woman's account and like reverse searched her name on all of his accounts to see if she followed. He did that. He put in the effort to do that before making that video spewing hate. And it's so ridiculous because it's like you put in that effort and spewed hate. It's not like in a burst of anger you got on the internet. You put in the effort to set your camera up and spew hate. And it's he does this shit because we allow him to do this. James Charles has proved time and time again that he is a bad person, but we allow him to do this shit. We allow him to get away with acting like this. We allow him to get away with being this type of person, just being plain fucking evil. Like, if that happened to me, if I was some beyond wealthy, literal millionaire of an influencer and somebody reached out to me, even if I could tell that they sent that message to 100 other fucking people, I have insurmountable amount of wealth. I could have, one, ignored the message if I felt that way. Two, donated 10 bucks, moved on. Three, pointed them to other resources in their area where they could get help. Or four, if I knew that this was a real person who actually needed help, I would donate or I would help them or I would send them something to help them, whatever that may look like for them. It's not just a week of work that somebody is lost. That is a week of groceries. That is a week behind on rent, on electricity, on credit card bills. You do not understand what it means to have your entire life, your entire, setup, your home, your food, your bills, depending on every single paycheck coming in. Some of us don't have millions of dollars sitting up our ass, okay? We actually rely on the next paycheck to get us into the next month. And it just pisses me off, and you can tell when somebody has never had to struggle once in their life. You can tell because it radiates off of them. Now, this was his first apology. I wouldn't consider this, not a second of this was a fucking apology. He was just trying to dance in circles for why he did what he did. Now let's go to his actual apology. Let's go. First of all, he's fucking like shirtless in the dark in his fucking like house. Like, and all of these videos that I'm going to show you guys that are going to pop up on the screen are not like his actual videos. They're like posted videos because he deleted all of this. Of course, because that's what James Charles does. He deletes the entire controversy in hopes everybody forgets about it in a month. And guess what? His formula is tested and true because everybody does fucking forget about it in a month and they never hold people like this accountable, which pisses me off. Ever since the first claim came out, allegedly that he spoke to a minor, I was done. I unfollowed him on every platform and I looked at him with a sense of disgust. It is disgusting if you are waiting until this point to finally not like James Charles. He has proven himself time and time again that he should not be trusted. So I feel like personally he should have not been liked way before this video. But let's look at this apology. His fucking PR team probably called him and was like, James, like, can you give us a fucking break? Like, this one's a little shorter.
I posted a video on this account talking about how a woman had lost her job at Spirit Airlines and she sent me a message with a GoFundMe link asking me to donate. And the video was basically me yelling at the camera, being super upset and frustrated because this person had never followed me, never supported me before. And it was clear that she had basically copied and pasted this DM to every influencer and celebrity she possibly could, asking for a handout. And I called her lazy. I said she was stupid. And I said she should have spent the time that she spent copying and pasting the message, applying for jobs instead.
We've already failed as an apology. We have already failed as, if your job was to apologize, you've already failed. You've already failed. You have spent the first 30 seconds, a whole half a minute of this video trying to justify it. Again, he does not give a shit. This is not an actual apology, in my opinion. This is not an actual apology. If it was an actual apology, you don't even have to, James. This motherfucker has millions, millions, and millions and millions of followers, up into the 20 millions, I think. I don't even know how much he has on fucking Instagram. I know on TikTok he has like up into the 20 millions. Millions of followers. James, you do not have to sit here and give people a contextual debrief. They know what the fuck happened because every time you do shit like this, every single person on the internet sees it. You don't have to spend 30 seconds trying to contextualize it. We have the context, babe. Don't you worry. It's pathetic. If I was in the situation, I would have been like, I'm sure we all saw that video. I'm extremely sorry. That's not who I am. I'm not gonna, he dances around it. He tries to justify it. You've already spent 30 seconds of this apology giving context and still trying to justify it. Even in his apology, he's trying to justify it. This is not an apology. This is a justification.
This video was fucking stupid. It was rude, it was obnoxious, it was privileged, and most importantly, it was completely fucking unnecessary. When I saw that DM, I absolutely had the choice to ignore it and say absolutely nothing at all and move on with my day. But instead, I couldn't even tell you why. Her message just triggered me, and I decided instead to make a video about it. And I bashed her, and it was obnoxious, and I shamed her for asking for help in a situation where she was clearly really struggling, and this could have been her absolute last resort. I have no idea what was going on in her life, and I should have never assumed that she was just copying and pasting this DM as an easy way out. I don't know. I just don't know. My intention behind making this video in the first place...
We don't care. Let me stop you right there. We don't care. We don't care. My intention no, we don't care. You've already talked way too much about what your intention was. We don't care. Apologize and turn the fucking camera off. This is my problem with this motherfucker. He always, always, always tries to do this hoop and a jump and a skip and try to justify where he's coming from. We don't care. We as a community have come to terms with the fact that you fucking messed up. Okay, you messed up. Apologize, turn the camera off, and since you're already in fucking bed, turn around and go to sleep. Okay, there is 2 minutes left of this shit. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. This apology could have been done in 35 seconds if he was genuinely apologizing.
I get a lot of messages like this every single day. And for me personally, it definitely sucks to receive messages from people that don't follow you and don't support you, treating you like our personal ATM or bank account. But what I'm sure sucks even fucking more is not knowing where your next paycheck is coming from and not being sure whether or not you're going to be able to put food on the table for yourself and your family. So it really doesn't matter what my intentions were behind making the video, because it came across as super fucking privileged and like I was basically shaming anybody that's unemployed for not trying hard enough to get a job. And I feel awful because that wasn't my intention and it really hurt a lot of people. And I know that it's not that easy. I know that the job market fucking sucks right now. I have friends that are looking for jobs. I have my own employees that I try my best to take care of. And I've heard so many fucking horror stories online of companies ghosting people, recruiters wasting everybody's time, people applying for job after job and not hearing back for 6 months, a year, 2 years. I know that it's really fucking hard out there and that most people are just doing their best and trying their best to figure it out and to make it by. And if this person happened to choose sending out GoFundMe links as their method of trying to make it by, who am I to judge? Especially when you consider the fact that my method of figuring it out and getting by was making makeup videos online. I just happened to get really lucky, and now, years later, I'm in a blessed and privileged position. But as somebody with a platform, it's my responsibility to humble myself and to never take what I have for granted. And when I made that video today, that is exactly what I did. I was speaking from a very privileged, obnoxious, ignorant standpoint. And for anybody that saw that video and was disappointed or upset with what I said, I am super sorry. Especially to the woman from Spirit Airlines. I did try to look for her message earlier before making this video, and I couldn't find it. If you see this video and you want to get in touch, I would love to apologize to you directly and to help you out a little bit. But if you are not comfortable with that, I totally understand too. I really appreciate anybody that sent me a message or left a comment about this video today, letting me know how insensitive it was.
I am totally all for people redeeming themselves, people apologizing and genuinely making up for their actions. That does not apply to the man that is James Charles. That doesn't apply to somebody who has a very, very extensive history of exposing themselves pretty much for being a bad fucking person. James Charles is not a good person. I don't care what you tell me, he's not a good person. And we all should have clocked his ass the moment that he allegedly got called out for talking to underage people. If not that, if somehow you were still excusing that, we should have called his ass out the moment that he was caught doing that whole bullshit with Kayla Malik. I don't know why we are still supporting this person. I don't know why this person still has a fan base. Cancel culture does not exist. Cancel culture on the internet does not exist because people can get away with shit like this and still have millions coming in the fucking bank. It's pathetic. It's such a lack of humanity. It's so I'm so mad because like you can tell that the only reason he apologized was because people gave him shit. I We are not here to parent influencers. We are not the parents of influencers. Society is not meant to shape influencers. This guy is, I think, pushing like 25, if not literally older. I've been keeping up with his shenanigans since he was like 19. But this guy is pushing like mid 20s. He is an adult. He is a grown, fully developed, like frontal lobe adult. Like he is still like if people took the first video well, if people were like, haha, James, you have a point, nobody, and I mean nobody, would ask for an apology and he wouldn't make one. No, nobody in his PR team would be like, James, that's kind of fucked because people took it well. It's the fact that people didn't take it well and didn't take his pathetic excuse of a response the second time well that he was like, I'm so sorry. He's not. And watch, mark my fucking words, 2 months from now, he'll be doing some other shit. I I'm done and I'm tired. I hope you guys enjoyed my little TED talk. I hope you enjoyed my little corner of the internet. If you did, drop a follow, drop a like, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.